description, right?
Your professionalism is what led to my discovery of
There we go. How are you?
We said midwives are unique. And I believe our minister, he has, good eyes for good taste.
My description, right?
My brother, you see, this morning, we are blessed to have our own midwife. And very soon, she will become an expert.
A loyal midwife. Wow, wonderful.
Progression. So we have in our midst Mrs. Juliet Amoakohene.
Give it up for her. Behind every successful man, there is a good woman. And she's indeed a good woman. A virtuous woman indeed.
Every successful woman. There is a good midwife.
Wonderful. All right. Please give it up once again for him and the wife. Thank you for coming. Honorable Dr. Frank Amoakohene. He's doctor. Yes. We are one about beautiful Honorable Dr. Frank Amoakohene. Thank you very much for coming. All right. Thank you. But I wouldn't be the best person to introduce him. Why never?
Okay. Yeah, my friend, Nana, he may be or say midwife or charity. I know some bit one. Been to. So, without wasting my time, we shall call on our sister, Tuta Hega Boatma, to come forward and introduce our husband. I have about 8 pages about the original minister, but because of time, I will make it short. Give you one.
very good afternoon to you all. Please take a seat. The chairperson, members of the GA, RNMA, midwives present here, students present here, the media, ladies and gentlemen. I can bring you greetings from His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I stand before you as Regional Minister, and also to appreciate the team who put this together in celebration of our midwives, are critical in every crisis. I've had a deep working relationship with nurses and midwives, and I entered university and entered the health faculty in the University of Ghana. I had the opportunity of serving as a student leader, from where I became president for NASAC, the National Health Student Association of Ghana. So over there we worked with GIMTA, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with, GATI, among all the other nursing and midwifery SRC groups. So all the way from student days, I had appreciated what you do, even in school days, and what you do during your rotation, what you do during your clinicals, and again what you do when you qualify as professionals and serve the good people of the Republic of Ghana and humanity for that matter. Your care, your compassion, your professionalism is what led to my discovery of my very own about me. We actually met in line of duty at the Rich Hospital. Details of which are reserved for another day. So I'm very sure you had 100% confidence that no matter what I'm doing, I will definitely midwives, your roles at every level of our healthcare structure is very critical. Aside from doctors, PAs, you are the only professionals who are allowed to head health systems at the primary level. So every chief compound you visit, without a midwife, you will definitely not be able to provide that services you need to provide for the community. You work there under constraint and under few resources, but yet you deliver and make sure you save lives and make sure you get to support our mothers at that level. Also, as a government, we want to assure you that as a matter of urgency, there needs to be a national discourse on brain drain, in order that we will not lose our highly skilled and trained health professionals to other countries who contributed close to nothing to their training. Because we spend state resources in training health professionals, and instead of us to devise means to retain them, we lose them to other countries who did not spend anything on their training. It's a critical issue that we need to have a holistic discussion on as a nation and addressing it holistically. I do not usually blame our colleagues who seek for greener pastures elsewhere. But if I stay home from 2021 all the way to 2025 after school without posting, and I have to now turn to be a dependent on my mothers who are my parents who spent on me during my education, even after graduating, then definitely the person will look elsewhere in making sure they are able to be responsible, to be able to support their families and be able to support themselves. So as a government, it's a charge on us to be able to provide that enabling opportunity that every young person who is graduating from any health institution will have an available source of employment to be able to do. And I keep saying that any government who promises to employ you should first tell you the facilities that they have made available in making sure that you get a space where it's decent enough for you to be able to work at. Our problem as a government and successive government is that instead of practicing government as a continuous organization, we tend to leave behind projects that are initiated by other governments, which could have been completed for the use of the good people of Ghana and tend to be doing otherwise. When I came as regional minister, together with the planning team at the RCC, we actually realized that we had over 680 uncompleted government projects across the region, many of which included chip compounds, health centers, and health facilities scattered across the region. My focus is to make sure that these facilities, that some are 30%, 40%, some even at 90% completion, are completed so that we will be able to put them to His Excellency the President, with this in the health sector, charged the Minister for Defense to come in for us to assess one of the biggest facilities we have here in Ashanti region, i.e. the military hospital, which can serve the purpose that 37 military hospital serves for the good people of Greater Accra region. Thankfully, work is ongoing assiduously, and we have September this year to ensure that we open the military Again, as a region, realize that our referral system begins and ends at CAP. So the facility is overly burdened, for which reason there was a need to have a regional hospital in the form of the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, said that if you have to make any referrals, you will have an option aside from the Confanochi Teaching Hospital. It's for that reason that we started the Simba Regional Hospital. His Excellency the President has assured us that within a year of his government, we will complete that Simba Regional Hospital. I'm so happy to do it as a region. This includes the other chip compounds, some of the Agenda 111 projects that were initiated by the past government. We are committed in making sure that once those projects were started with taxpayers' money, we should be able to complete them for use. Having said that, we've also realized that there are some unnecessary referrals, if I may put it, that come into Confanochi. Only because we want to get away with some of the cases that we could manage as health professionals, even at the tertiary, the secondary and the primary level. So, those of you who would avert your minds to the practice at the tertiary and teaching hospitals, usually the cases are first attended to by health officers, to medical officers, to consultants, to specialists, to consultants, and in that order. So what happens is that every medical officer, every nurse, every midwife is trained to a certain standard that irrespective of wherever you find yourself, you should be able to deliver health care. Yes. There are hospitals that have the facility that can deliver health care at that level. But you find people queuing in theaters at Confanochi when same setup is made available in other referral hospitals. I tried the CEO of Confanochi to provide a list of hospitals that do frequent referrals to Confanochi. This is how we want to approach it. One, we want to put the consultants and then the specialists on call and on notice to assign them to these hospitals that do frequent referrals. So that instead of referring the patient, we rather send a specialist or consultant with some motivation to be available to these referral hospitals. So these are the interventions we want to institute, even whilst we work to making sure that we provide the good working conditions and spaces available at every level of our health delivery in the region and across the country. So I want to thank you all and also assure you that we are available and ready in making sure we equip the centers and making sure we provide a good working environment in promoting and supporting your services as a team. So midwives gathered here, I want to thank you and congratulate you for this precious day we are celebrating as International Day of the Midwife. And also encourage you that we appreciate what you do for humanity. We appreciate that the first care we get when we are delivered or when we visit this world is to see the care of a midwife who is either cleaning or beating me to make sure I cry and I cry now. We can appreciate that the airways are patent and the baby is active to follow or to be given to the mother. We thank you for all the photographs you have been plotting. All the physiotherapy and everything you do for our mothers and our babies. We say, may God bless you for the good work you are doing. So on this note, I want to wish you a hearty congratulations and also assure you that our doors are always open. Before I leave this platform, what we have done as a region and as an RCC is to be able to help mobilize private individuals to support respective sectors of government so that everything will not be overly reliant on what government provides for us here in the region. So if you realize during the Ashanti Festival activities, we organized a blood donation drive on the account of the report from the Regional Health Directorate that we are having issues with maternal mortality, among others. PPH is all about blood. If you don't have blood, all you can do is to give the infusion, and then you only wait and hope that God intervenes. But if you have blood available, you know you'll be able to go the front as much as you should. We encourage that we are available anytime you want to do any of these drives. We are ready to support you as RCC, to give you all the support and the attention, and also to get the communities to be able to come out and help us, help you save our mothers, especially those who suffer from PPA. Beyond that, we've also been able to mobilize to support some few hospitals and some few health systems within the region. We started with the central prisons where we were able to, with private support, renovate their health center for both the male and also now we're renovating the female health center for the female prisons. Beyond that, we want GRNM to pick 2 underprivileged centers that you have noticed and let us know so that we can rally that support to at least in the course of these few months be able to provide them some logistics that will be able to serve these 2 underserved hospitals. So that the market or international day, at least next year when you are gathered, you can ask the institution association on your intervention in making sure that you put those facilities in good use and also in shape. Having said that, I'll thank you once again for your time. Before I entered the podium, I received a sheet of paper prompting me that I should just do a summary for them in chief. So with your kind permission, I'll just do a summary just in chief so that the media houses can take it. Okay, so I'm told that we can do that outside while the program continues. Thank you very much.